Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is my review of the Clarion NZ502. If you're going to put a head unit in your vehicle, do it the right way and get full enhancement of your new head unit. And the only way you can do this is by getting most, if not all, of the accessories you possibly can afford. That way you will enjoy your new head unit a lot better because you have more options. Again, that's my opinion. Okay, what we have here is the Clarion HD radio tuner. It's the Clarion HD radio tuner, which basically allows you to gain access to HD radio channels. A lot of people complain about HD radio because of the fact that the area that they live in, the stations may or may not have much if at all any HD radio broadcasting. So this is really an option for someone who lives in or near a big city. Then I recommend that you definitely get one of these. The sound clarity is incredible. It sounds like you're playing a CD in your car. That's how sharp and crisp it is. The unit is definitely well worth the money. It runs about anywhere between $85 and $90. The Clarion THD 400 HD radio tuner. Excellent accessory for my personal opinion, a must-have. We have here for the Clarion NZ502 is the Sirius XM V200 Connect vehicle tuner. One thing you might want to know about this is it's only going to work on a head unit that says Sirius XM. Not SAT radio, not Sirius, and not XM. It has to say Sirius XM if you want this to work. Alright, and this is the Sirius XM V200 Connect vehicle tuner. And basically this will allow you to access Sirius XM stations. There is a subscription involved with this. I had this on my Pioneer head unit and it worked pretty well. I do believe you can get a complete subscription for about $110 a year. Bear with me, I'm trying to get this out of the package with one hand while I hold the camera. Costs about $110 a year. You'll get the traffic information, weather, and of course XM in Sirius channel stations. The unit is very small and compact, can easily go right behind your dash, behind your head unit, and it's a direct connection to the head unit itself. You don't need adapters and translators, anything of that nature. This is just the antenna. You would mount this right on top of your dash alongside your GPS antenna. Okay, so that's the HD radio tuner and the Sirius XM. Move that out the way. I highly recommend for the NZ502 that you purchase yourself the Bluetooth microphone, which is the Clarion RCB204. Highly recommend you get it. This will enhance your sound quality, especially if you're like me. You like to drive with your sunroof open and your windows down, and you get a phone call. It all depends on the impedance of your vehicle also. That matters a lot also. You know, so if you want better sound quality and you don't want people saying to you, oh, I can't hear you, or what did you say, can you repeat it, or all they hear is an echo, you may want to get yourself one of these, the Clarion RCB204 Bluetooth microphone. My cat looks like he wants to be in the video. Say hello, BJ. There you go, he wants to smell it. His name is BJ. Okay, moving on to the next accessory. The Clarion CCA750 iPod video cable. Clarion CCA750 Clarion iPod video cable. If you have an iPod or an iPhone, you definitely want to get yourself one of these. This will allow you to connect your iPod or iPhone to the head unit. It uses these RCA connectors to the back of the unit and the USB 2.0 connection to the back of the unit. Alright. The Clarion NZ503 also has a USB connection that connects to the back of the unit, which allows you to connect a flash drive or an SD card. So you'll be able to use your pictures, your music, and use an SD card with the USB cable that connects to the back of the unit, which is this right here. The Clarion CCA755 USB extension cable. Now, the Clarion NZ500 already comes with the USB cable, but depending on the configuration of the vehicle that you're going to install this into, you may need the extension cable. If you want to run it through your glove box, then you may not need that. But if you want to run it under your console to your armrest, inside the armrest console, then you're probably going to need this cable, the USB extension cable, which is this. Costs about 20 bucks. Doesn't cost much. USB extension cable. Get yourself one of those. So this cable run you about $20. The iPod cable will run you about $40, and the RCB204 Bluetooth microphone will run you about $25. I paid for that. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Another important accessory, which is non-negotiable for me personally, I absolutely must have the steering wheel control interface. If you can control your factory radio, with the steering wheel controls, you definitely have to get yourself one of these. You know, they make this too. There's one made by SAC, which is SAC, and then you have one made by PAC. Okay, and basically what this does is allow you to control the radio controls from the steering wheel. This runs about $45 to $50. Get yourself one of these. It doesn't make sense to lose a feature that your stock radio had for a new radio, and you lose that accessory, that feature. All right, again, this is a fairly inexpensive upgrade to the radio. Last but not least, which is for me non-negotiable, the Clarion video bypass switch. Basically what this does is that it allows you to play videos without having to engage the parking brake. That's what this does. I'm not encouraging anyone to drive while watching video. I'm just stating that this will allow you to operate the DVD without having to engage the parking brake. The video bypass switch. Gotta have it. It's a must have. This runs about $40. Get yourself one of these. Very important. Will make the unit much more enjoyable to have. Alright, here we go. One more thing. You definitely should get yourself a rear view camera. Get yourself a rear view camera. You can get one made by any manufacturer. I opted not to get the Clarion's rear view camera because of the design. The rear view camera on the design will not allow me to keep my vanity license plate frame on it. So that was not ideal for me because I have vanity plates with vanity license plate frames, and their camera does not allow that. You would have to drill directly into your vehicle or purchase the license plate frame adapter along with it, and which would basically eliminate my vanity license plate frame, which was non-negotiable. I needed a camera that had the upper frame piece where the camera is installed all together, all in one at the top of the license plate, therefore not obstructing the vanity license plate frame. So I went with this unit, which is a Tyotronics unit, and it has night vision, and as you can see, LEDs. I purchased this for $30. The Clarion's rear view camera is much more expensive. That'll run you about $125 for the Clarion's rear view camera, and that's without the additional license plate frame, which would be another $50. But if you wanted the Clarion model, I would highly recommend that you get it. The reviews were pretty good, but the unit worked well. Okay, so that's the rear view camera. This ran me about $30. Last but not least, to me, this is my personal opinion, to me, the most important accessory or upgrade you can have in a video head unit would be a TV tuner. Get yourself a TV tuner, and you would connect this to your auxiliary input in the rear. This is an exonic mobile TV tuner. As you can see, it says 200 mH. This is an ATC 200 mH tuner. Basically, ATC stands for American Television System Committee. The MH stands for mobile handheld. That's what that stands for. 200 means I can drive 124 miles an hour and still receive a signal. Now, TV tuners, ATC TV tuners work really well in certain areas and don't work well in other areas. If you live in a rural area, you may not want one of these because you may not get much signal. But I live in a big metropolitan area city, so there's plenty of signal available in my area. This is the antenna, which I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use this antenna. It comes with a magnet mount antenna. I'm not going to use that. I have something better I'm going to use. It comes with the remote. It comes with the sensor cable for the remote. Your audio video cables that you would connect to the back of the Clarion NZ503. This is the tuning unit here. Very small and compact, can easily go behind the dash or behind the radio. Again, if you're going to get a ATC tuner for your head unit, make sure it says MH. Otherwise, you will not get a very good signal, if any signal at all, while in motion. Your ATC tuner will probably only work when the vehicle is still. Now, this unit particularly costs $195. This TV tuner. It's $195. All right, there are cheaper units that only cost $75. $50, but they don't work well. Now, I highly recommend that whatever TV tuner you do decide to purchase, I do recommend this one. This one works well. I've used this before in another vehicle. It's excellent. It's well worth the money, I guarantee you, and I will demonstrate it in my next video, part 2 of the Clarion NZ503. When you get your TV tuner, purchase yourself an amplified antenna. The amplified ATC antenna will boost your signal. Spend a little bit more money and get the antenna. All right. Basically, the difference between the original antenna that comes with the unit and this antenna is that the one that comes with the unit is a magnet mount that mounts on the roof of your car or on the trunk of your car, which is this here, which I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use this. The difference between that one and this one is that this one has a negative and positive cable. So you connect this to power in order to boost the signal, and it amplifies it. And this mounts on the inside. It doesn't mount on the outside. See the adhesive tape? This would mount on the inside, either on your front windshield or the back glass. And you would connect this to the back of the TV tuner, which is this connection right here. Will connect to the back of the antenna connection for the TV tuner, and this would be your power cable. And I guarantee you, I've used this antenna before, this will guarantee you a strong signal, depending on the area you're in. All right, you can't expect a signal in any neighborhood or any area that you're in. You know, ATC is only really available in certain areas. So there you have it for the Clarion NZ503, the accessories. The next step is I'm going to do the installation, which is the boring part. And then once everything is installed in the vehicle, I'm going to do a full demonstration of all the accessories. Thank you, and stay tuned for Clarion NZ503 Part 2.